What's going on? Keenan here, aka FitForKonfitence, aka doing it for those who know me personally and my family, right? But if you get to know me, you get to call me that. So no permission.
I already knew y'all was gonna go back and post it, but this is a standard going on black, having a mighty bean head from elementary school all the way to middle school. I mean, in this day, like I rock the hell out this shit, and there's not one black person in their household that doesn't have a picture like this.
My niggas confident lifestyle equals change for the better. And that catchphrase that I say in the beginning is really gonna be the center around this channel, right? So fit for confidence. What does that mean? So if we were to break down my catchphrase, high potential, the capacity to grow into something within the future, right? So high potential. It's always gonna be a positive capacity that which we're going to. Now, confidence leans more into knowing your ability. So one is a desire, which is the potential, and then confidence goes more into when we place ourselves into that environment where testing our identity, not testing our identity, but affirming our identity. And it's changed for the better because we're not going to be doing things that are regressing ourselves, but always elevating ourselves. Now, high potential mind equals confidence, so you can change for the better. So it's pretty much just like a correlation of one to the other. No lie, this video definitely was God willing, and to be quite honest, the Lord was talking to me. He was saying, "You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot to say, and too much is given, much is required. And I have so much things that I could pour, but it's hiding behind a little bit of fear that the Lord has placed upon me. And the fear I should only have is the reverence fear for the Lord. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, right? So in a sense, this channel is pretty much me walking within the identity that Christ has placed upon me, right? And obviously for those who aren't with the faith, like I'm talking from where I'm at, right? So nothing to be forced. So at least take what I'm saying and incorporate it, and if it works, it's good. If it doesn't, then at least you can say that you tried it and you wasn't talking from a standpoint of ignorance. This whole page is all going to be centered around wellness. Now, wellness is the active, ongoing process of fulfilling our health. So, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And all of this is going to carry back into the catchphrase high potential mind equals confident lifestyle you can change for the better. So, first is going to be affirming our identity. So, being healthy. In order for someone to develop their bodies into a muscular, a good physique, or a place where they feel confidence, is going to take them identity shift. So a little bit about me, right? Personal trainer for about 5+ years, and train a lot of people, help develop long-term sustainable approaches to their health goals. And it isn't really about losing weight or gaining muscle because it's it's easy to do that. Like we already know the steps for that, but it's more so how do we sustain these things through life? Life is very, you can just say it is random. We don't really know what's gonna go on, but it's just that we have to be able to adapt, and that's something that we to be comfortable with. Can I adapt to the ever going surroundings of life? And yes, you can. All it takes is being able to appreciate and love the process getting there, right? The process getting there is not gonna always be easy, or it's just gonna have no types of tribulations whatsoever. You call someone a warrior or a soldier if they never went to war? No. I'm saying it's going to be the same thing when it comes to affirming your identity with being healthy and getting to your goals with weight and muscle. And the two personality traits that I had to emphasize for myself and to help pour into my clients would be compassion and faith, right? So compassion being showing kindness and empathy towards people or myself when I make a mistake. And when we make mistakes or there's like a roadblock occurring, we take on the identity of the mistake, and then it ends up self-sabotaging ourselves because we feel that we are fully defined by that forever, right? It's like no way out. And in a way, it's pretty sad in a way, right? But what if I were to tell you that you're not defined by your mistakes, you're not defined by like these transgressions that will occur within the journey, but it's only making you stronger. Like just like the analogy of a soldier. A soldier is a soldier if he actually goes through war. A warrior is a warrior when he actually go through battle. So with this, it's like you're pretty much going through battle and just only becoming stronger. As a coach, like I'm not perfect. I mean, I'm human. And, we all human. And I'm saying like we created an image and likeness of God, and God is pretty much forgiving us for even um, stepping in sin or stepping into parts of ourselves that we know is not the right thing. But as long as my journey and like our goal is always headed towards our identity of becoming healthy and becoming more mindful is really where it all boils down to at the end of the day, right? So action and faith. So faith being the unwavering belief in an outcome or a system of events, right? Pretty much stems from something that you can't see. A lot of times we can't see what's going to occur within the future, but we just have to understand that where we're heading is always going to be productive. That's what the confidence is. So let's like bring it all back to confidence, right? So how potential your mind, because confident last week change for the better. So through the confidence, through the journey of this is when it's going to confirm our faith. Faith without works is dead, right? Works is going to showcase our faith and is coming from something divine or something coming from a good heart. Goes into one of my favorite verses of the Bible from the book of Matthew. Thank you, Lorenzo. Verse helps to emphasize to stay in the present moment, even through trouble, and to not take problems that it is supposed to have for that day. 6:33-34 says, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and therefore these things should be added to you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Sufficient for the day is his own trouble. A lot of times we go through issues and then it's like we trying to stack problems on top of problems that haven't even happened yet, right? And it's in the sense that we got to deal with things as they occur, not trying to prepare for a problem that probably was not gonna be a problem. Staying grounded in the present moment, staying rooted in your identity, and knowing that we got this, right? Overall, this whole channel and this video is just gonna be on that your goals are guaranteed. Your identity is always rooted, especially with good faith, compassion, and understanding to appreciate the journey. This whole channel is also gonna highlight even me because I'm also taking on the Fit for Confidence journey within myself, right? So Fit for Confidence is a lifestyle. It's not something that you just jump into just for vain purposes. It's more so you got to take on the identity that you were called or you who you are, right? Who God made you to be. So high potential mind, use confident lifestyle, change for the better. Life's good, everything good.